Yo, what is up guys? It's me, Zachary, and we got quite a few things to talk about today, so we're just gonna start by talking about it. The first thing we have to talk about is Anthony Davis speaking out for the first time since he requested a trade from the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, this is pretty big because we hadn't heard from AD up until this point, and I know a lot of people were going to want to know why exactly did he change his mind, considering that before Anthony Davis requested this trade, he said multiple times how he would like to be with one organization his entire career. So for a guy who's been saying that for the entirety of his career to all of a sudden change up like that, yeah, we're gonna want to hear from him. And Anthony Davis pretty much just said that he can't afford to waste any more time with the New Orleans Pelicans.
Why do you want to be traded, Anthony?
I feel like it's my time. I gave the city, organization, fans, everything I feel like I could. Don't know how long I'm gonna play this game. People's careers are short, and I feel like it's my time to move on.
Anthony Davis is, of course, entering what should be the best years of his career. Now, if he were to go into another deal with the New Orleans Pelicans, if he were to sign that 5-year max deal, he wouldn't finish that contract till he's in his mid-30s, and by then, he might still be a pretty good player, but he won't be at the same level that he's at right now, meaning that he wouldn't be able to help a team as much win a championship, and his window might have passed him to win a championship in his prime. So that's basically what Anthony Davis said. He left so he could have a chance to win a championship before his career is over. It makes sense. Keeping it pushing though, we're just talking about Anthony Davis, so now we have to talk about the guy who gets mentioned in the same breath as Anthony Davis non-stop nowadays, Kyrie Irving. Ever since the New York Knicks made that move, trading Kristaps Porzingis away, we have had so many reports coming out talking about the possibility of Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis teaming up in the New York Knicks this offseason. And Kyrie Irving himself was even asked if his plans for the offseason have changed so far, since he said before the season that he plans to re-sign with the Boston Celtics this offseason, and Kyrie Irving definitely didn't shoot down the idea or the possibility that he could sign somewhere else. As when Kyrie Irving was asked if his offseason plans had changed, he said, "Ask me July 1st. I'm just gonna do what's best for me." Kyrie Irving's teammate Kevin Love did try and warn us just a few days ago. He was like, Kyrie Irving is definitely the type of person who says he's gonna do something and then switches on a dime. So it's definitely possible that Kyrie Irving does leave the Boston Celtics, and if AD goes to the Knicks, I'm pretty much convinced that Kyrie Irving is going to the New York Knicks. So Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis are both going to be in the All-Star game in Charlotte, North Carolina this year. That's one thing that they have in common. Someone else can't say as much, and that player is Rudy Gobert. He sees himself probably as the biggest All-Star snub so far, maybe even in NBA history. The guy is upset and hurt, as after the Utah Jazz won their game today, a game in which Rudy Gobert was great, Rudy Gobert was asked how did this all-star snub make him feel, and this is what he had to say.
It was a rough night. My mom called me crying. It was tough, but it is what it is.
Do you still hope you get an injury replacement nod or something like that?
I mean, that'd be good, but it's still not the same as being selected.
Motivated by success and accomplishment as well.
Yeah, it's always going to be that way. So.
Man was about to break down in tears on national TV because he felt like he got snubbed. And Rudy Gobert is definitely an all-star caliber player. No one will ever tell you otherwise. It's just the NBA right now, there's so much talent in it. So many all-star level players in the league and only so many spots. Each year, only 24 players get to be in the NBA All-Star game. And with how much players seem to be improving in today's NBA and so many more all-star level players appearing, every year it's gonna seem like more and more players get left off the All-Star team. But that's not all that we have to talk about when it comes to this situation, as Draymond Green, who also considers himself an all-star snub, commented on Rudy Gobert's interview on Twitter saying, "I guess I should cry too. no Charlotte. February 12th, that is the next time that the Utah Jazz play the Golden State Warriors. Now it's in Golden State, so Gobert won't have a crowd behind him, but February 12th. Remember, and we actually have a little more to talk about when it comes to the NBA All-Star Game. I know a lot of fans were upset that certain players didn't make it. Rudy Gobert was upset. However, there are a couple of players that really stood out that would have been nice to see them get in the All-Star Game at least one more time. And those players, namely, were Dirk Nowitzki and Dwayne Wade. You could also say Vince Carter, but I guess he just doesn't get that love. But that's changed, at least for Dirk Nowitzki and Dwayne Wade, as they will now participate in the 2019 NBA All-Star Game, with Adam Silver announcing earlier on in the day that Dwayne Wade and Dirk Nowitzki won't be a part of the regular draft, but they will be special team roster additions, meaning that after the draft itself, there will be an extra round where the teams get to pick between Dwayne Wade or Dirk Nowitzki. You already know who's gonna pick who. LeBron's gonna get Wade and Giannis is gonna get Dirk. They, though, weren't the only players added to the All-Star Game, as not only them, but D'Angelo Russell will also be making his All-Star appearance next month, or this month, in a couple of weeks, as he got voted in as the replacement to the injured Victor Oladipo. And I'm really happy for D'Angelo Russell. He's been balling out for the past couple of months, and the Brooklyn Nets, they're winning games. They're the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference and have an above 500 record. And one of their best players has been out pretty much since the start of the season in Karis LeVert. D'Angelo Russell definitely deserved to be there, but it does suck that he had to get in because Victor Oladipo is out. You know, the Dallas Mavericks just might be trying to make the best NBA international team of all time. That might be their angle. They're like, you know what? That international player, Dirk Nowitzki, he was pretty good. He did pretty good for us. His career is about to come to an end. So now what do? Obvious answer, go out and get every other good international player in the NBA and gather them up, especially the young ones. As after the Dallas Mavericks traded up in the NBA draft to draft Luka Doncic and then traded with the New York Knicks to get Kristaps Porzingis, we now have word that they're interested in adding Nikola Vucevic to their roster this summer. Now, Vucevic is about to be an unrestricted free agent, and that guy's been balling out for the Orlando Magic. He's making his first All-Star appearance this year, and his skill set, along with Kristaps Porzingis and Luka Doncic, that's honestly pretty scary to think about. The Dallas Mavericks, in the span of a couple of years, would have went from one of the worst teams in the NBA to being a team that's not only up and coming in the league that will get better, but also a team that they'd be good enough to do some damage in the Western Conference as soon as next year if that happens. So things are looking very, very, very good for the Dallas Mavericks after this season. This season, you get to watch Luka Doncic. Don't expect anything from Kristaps Porzingis. Word is he might not even play this season. He most likely won't even play this season. So you still get to watch Luka, enjoy him, and know that next season, you guys could be really, really good. Anyways, that is going to do it for everything that we gotta talk about today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to smash that like button and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel for more NBA videos. Thank you once again for watching, though. You guys already know that you are the real MVPs, but that being said, until next time, I'm out of here. Peace!